You really optimize the game into AFK. That's the point, man. That's what endless is all about. You're trying to AFK your endless. No, if they would have added or kept their fire elementals in these endless games, then I would have been a little bit busier in that. But okay. Some people disagree with the AFK ability of games, but you know, I don't mind it, so. Okay, we need, yeah, ceiling ballista, we need the water hose. You know, that might actually be okay. Maybe we don't need a wall trap at all, except for this. Because what I'm thinking about doing is barricading a little bit and having enemies trigger this trap, and then it kind of like running through the caves. Now you should spend every cent. Well, in this map, you really have to. This map's pretty tough on Endless. I did a rift room only, where I built around the rift, and it went pretty well. And with these new traps, it might go a little bit easier as well, actually. The problem with this is not sappers, but fire elementals. You cannot play war maps by default on Endless. I do have videos of me playing war maps on Endless on Stadia. And there is a way to glitch the map to be played endless on Stadia. However, I don't know if it works on Steam. And I know Stadia hasn't been updated with the new Steam stuff, so it's probably still possible. But I will say that it will take a long time. It took me about 2.5 hours to get to wave 25. It's I made a video about it called How to Glitch Endless. Just look up Glitch Endless and you'll see it. Okay, what do we want to do here? We want to wrap them around, right? Definitely want to wrap them around and let them come in over here. So probably double kids would have been a smarter choice. So we do something like this. And then we want this to be triggered. Because that'll bounce around, I think. Yeah, that stays inside this area. So let's look at getting this and this out here. Let's see where it bounces exactly. Bounces over there. That's good. So that's what we want. We want this to be triggered by enemies and it bounces into this kill box. We're going to bring these kids all the way out to the stairs and then back over this way. And that's what we're going to want. And it could actually even maybe bring that out. So that way when it comes back, we can make another row of kids on this side. And then another row of kids on this side, bringing them all the way around the rift again. I think that's what we're going to take a look at doing here. Okay. Then 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. So once we get the coin, I guess after this wave, we'll sell these traps. Hold this barricade out a little bit. Build on this side, going inwards. And then we'll just keep building on this side until... And probably place one of those solid blade launchers there. Around the rift. Just la la la, yeah. I did this on a rift room challenge, but you don't have much of a choice on this map because it's so small. So... Yeah, your choices are limited with this one. You could try and build a kill box in front of every gate, but yeah, that's just it requires a lot of money for that, and you get a lot of big, heavy guys, so it takes some babysitting as well. Not really that easy to do. Now I've done this before. Before the map became endless, I glitched it and found out that it was going to become an endless map because of the types of enemies that were available. And this is what I did on that map. This is what I'm doing right here, so that's cool. All right, so we're gonna build. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Build 2, 3. Build 2, 3. Build. So here's where we're building it. Okay. And then we'll bring this back a little bit. There we go. All right. We want the flip trap thing to be at the bottom of the stairs. That way everything gets ragdolled around in the stair area. and stays knocked down a little bit longer, so that's always good. Again, Cygnus' sleep makes it to where we don't take any damage, and enemies will not target us, so archers will not try and pummel us in the back, and they can move up a little bit into the kill box before we care to do anything with them. Luckily, our trap reset trinket resets those barrels. You archers need to be better at shooting things because you're messing me up. Okay. Good thing we get a go break. We do need to extend it out a little bit more. Maybe not too much more, actually. Let's see. Maybe we build inwards a little bit. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Now, if I was to build around the rift again, I would actually rain lasers because there are a couple of places to put them. Otherwise, the lasers really don't work here. Oh, you know what? That's long enough for me to place a saw blade launcher there. So we could probably do that so we get the money. Now, I think there are going to be sappers that come out of the top, and like I said, possibly fire elementals. If there are fire elementals, then we're going to need to take care of them as they show up. Just like that, like a glove. Can't wait till that thing fires all the way down and hits everything we need to hit. Okay, let's get it built out a little bit more. And I don't think we're going to get any explosive guys until after wave 10. Generally, you don't. As long as that's true, we will be a-okay. I'm hoping that actually bounces right back into the kill box. It looks like it's sticking around that edge, which is fine. You know what we could do? Actually, more saw blades on that little center pillar there, that center column. Probably do more of them. I don't know if they'll end up inside this little kill box thing, but it might. Go ahead and put a fire hose out. Oh, the acid hose, right? I did acid on this. Yeah. That's right, because I brought the ballista and I wanted acid and ballista to work together, even though it works well with ice as well, but that's okay. We'll do some ballista in the back. Okay.
More enemies on the way.
That's what they look like with the acid upgrade. It's pretty cool. Okay, those ballistas are going to be shooting far. Hardly shooting. Oh, look at that. Look at that acid they spray out there. Hey. It's pretty good. And the ult doesn't target me anymore. That's beautiful. Alrighty then. Yeah, I wish you could place boom bar rollers up on those ceiling or wall spots, but I tried earlier and they didn't work, so I don't think that's possible. I honestly would have rather chose the freeze, or rather have done the freeze, but I thought this would work better. You just can't beat crowd control, you know? You just can't beat crowd control. Okay, so let's go this way and this way with that. We'll see what that does. Let's build Arcade out a little bit. Like this, and we build it up here. So now the kids are finished. Enemies will walk up the stairs and walk down the stairs. Now we can fill that floor trap out. Floor trap space. Could use double cades. I guess on a budget. Yeah, so those are both just bouncing around in this area, which is fine. We're not too worried about it. So we get a nice little acid on that end, and probably some acid on this end. Should be good for me. Yeah, freeze would be better. Archers are also doable on this map. For endless, you can build them over in this area or that area if they are able to reach, which they don't actually have that much reach to reach over here. But if you build them up on top of the stairs and you put the enemies in the behind your rift, then they'll have enough range. Which you really probably don't want to do much of, but it's possible. And then another. Sorry there. Might put some barricades here maybe, and I wonder if that'll help the saw blades kind of change their trajectory to go inwards. Yeah. Two more acid spitters. Just do more acid damage, I guess.
More enemies on the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put up there. Hopefully that will trigger and bounce around down here, but maybe not. We'll see. Alright, let's get some more saw blade launchers over there. It's acid now. Yep. I changed it to acid. I was thinking that, you know, acid with ballista would probably be a good choice to combo it with, but I'm beginning to think that I was mistaken in that belief, and I think freeze would have still been better. But yeah, I mean, we get to see it spray acid now, so that's cool. Doesn't really combo with anything else I have other than the saw blades and the ballista. Oh, what was that? Oh, must have been a saw blade that shredded him. I think, I don't know. He kind of died real quick. I didn't see a saw blade over there. It would have had to have been a saw blade, right? Like these aren't killing ogres. Wonder how many endless maps can be beaten just barricades and floor traps. With the floor scorcher, it'd be tough. Well, with barricades, it may not be. It would be kind of tough though, because those big guys, I mean, the big guys are hard to take care of without wall charges, because wall charges just do it. They just pack a punch, man. And with this, if this was freeze, then these guys would have a much harder time. So we're probably gonna struggle against those big guys. I actually need to move that over one. Actually, we got the ballistas. Well, the ballistas aren't floor traps though. So yeah, we're definitely gonna struggle against these guys. But hopefully, ballistas are gonna be able to take them out. Okay, we got the big boy coin over there. Let's go ahead and put more ballistas out. Let's put a handful more over there. We can't yet. Okay. Can you use only floor traps and barricades next map for one attempt?
More enemies on the way.
Yeah. Yeah, that map will be coastal hallways, and it'll be difficult because of sappers. And speaking of sappers, there are some. But we could try it. Actually, coastal hallways might be a little tough because there's a lot of enemies that come out of that map. Maybe. Well, I'll think about it. Freaking orc archers, man. I would suggest checking out Behemoth. Behemoth, Orcs Must Die. Oh, come on. Behemoth's Orcs Must Die 3, his channel. I would suggest checking that out. He does a lot of challenges, and he may have already done a floor only challenge. On Endless, I don't think it'd be possible, but on Rift Lord, it might be. Just because there's going to be so many enemies coming out of those maps that floor traps themselves, they don't really pack a punch, and yeah, it'll just probably be too difficult overall. But if anyone can do it, it's probably Behemoth. He is the challenge master. I don't think it's a saw blade. It's the same thing that happened to me, and I don't play this trap. It just got shredded? Maybe it's like the acid. Maybe the acid is a cumulative damage, and the longer it like stays on an enemy, oh, their legs disappeared. The bleed like removed their legs. And the longer it stays on an enemy, the more damage it does. Maybe. I don't know. He got knocked down half. Who got knocked down less? I don't know. Remember to get all the floor chips you can. Yeah. There's really not a lot that really kills him. And there's so much space that you need. That's why I think there's one map it might be possible on. But I don't know. Saw the acid. The spikes, all of them. I mean, if you were gonna do it, you probably would need all of them in an empty rift scroll. I'll think about doing that. I may not do that today, but I'll do some considerations on what I would bring and what map I would do it on. Okay, so yeah, they're still kind of getting through. So if we can extend this out just a little bit and get a little bit extra room for us. Also, that way if a sapper destroys a cage or something, then we can build back. Also the flip trap. Yeah, there's the flip trap. You got the floor saw. I mean, you got options, but they got space, right? Yeah, they do. They should, and they do. You got these three floor traps, for example. You got the flip trap. You got the floor saw. Got the acid geyser. Having fun, mate? Dark Knight? I am. I'm having fun. Just running through all the endless. Get 5 skulls, so if you guys want to see what it looks like and how to do it. I saw the saw blade and the acid. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I was like, he really melted real fast. But the saw blade's physical damage, so if he's affected by the acid, then the saw blade's going to shred through him a little bit faster. So that would be why. But yeah, that was just kind of crazy. Got some good combos here. That's not bad. Yeah, so far not too bad. Not too bad indeed. So we'll do that and more floor traps to help sprinkle out the damage. This isn't looking good. What are you talking about? It's looking great. And they're getting a little far, but nothing I can't handle. Let's build more stuff in the back, you know? Matter of fact, build this here. You don't think I can beat it? What do you think, I'm a noob? What kind of combos is this stone staff, by the way? It does not count as stun. It only counts as brittle. Does a brittle effect, which makes enemies take extra damage from physical sources. However, the ice has a special brittle property where it also takes damage from ice, extra damage from ice as well. So it combos well with itself. Oof. Alright, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm expecting sappers on this wave, and there they are. There's a follows a pattern of every 3 waves, it looks like, because wave 12 we had them. I don't remember when I saw on Stadia, the version on Stadia, I don't remember when the fire elementals came out or not. Yeah, look at that. That saw blade just took money bags down by half. So you can stun them and get both. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Can. Matter of fact, that's how I found the highest possible damage in the game, which may have increased since we have acid now. And that was with the saw blade. No, the wall blade. Yeah, wall blades. I did the crossbow stun, and it says that enemies stunned with the crossbow take bonus damage. I used the stone staff for the brittle to do extra physical damage. I raised them in the air with the gravity pillar to do airborne times 2 damage. And killed him. Yeah, he is. He's kind of like purplish, though. If you look at the wiki, I have the transparent art for him. It's in the game, and yeah, he's like purplish. I never knew that before. Okay, so we can do this here, I believe, but we don't want to. Do we want to? Want to put it here? I don't know yet, but we'll put it there for now. Jay, how do you feeling? Yep. And you're correct. I do know. Of course, of course. And that's why I think freeze is better than acid, because both freeze and acid cost them to take bonus physical. I mean, they're good if you use them both, I guess, but at the same time, like, freeze also stops them in their tracks. So it kind of does what acid does, but also crowd controls. So freeze overall with the cannons, at least, it's better to use them on freeze. Floor burners is a flip trap to flip them downstairs. Yeah, the problem with flipping them downstairs is they're gonna land on the downstairs area, and then they're gonna walk up this area. And now I gotta take care of things behind me as well as in front of me. It's actually best to not use the basement of the basement. It's kind of a weird map in general. Just because you don't want to use most of the map, which is why it ranked really low on my map video. I ranked the basement pretty down there. So in my opinion, that's kind of where it belongs, is down there. Yeah. So those ballistas should be shooting the ogres as they come over this direction, this way. Next wave, I'm expecting more Sappers. Now, I haven't seen elementals yet, so... I mean, they've really made this stuff easy, man. No elementals on this one either. There are a couple of pits, yeah, but if I flipped them off there, the power of the Scorcher flip is really low and small, and anybody who's like, just anybody who gets flipped are going to land in this section. If I had them walk over here and I flipped them off of this ledge, then yeah, they would land in the pool, but if I flipped them off that edge, they would just land on the ground over there. They wouldn't fly far enough. If I had an official flip trap, they would. The big guys wouldn't though, so even still, I'd be dealing with someone flipping over there. There we go. Got all the spray going on. If I had the extra stuff, but the heavy orcs don't fly as far as the light orcs, and that would also cause some damage. That was massive. That's what the trap reset trinket does for you. It gives you all them combos and all that damage at once. Got a bunch of enemies all up in your kill box, you just pop it and everything happens at once. And it is gorgeous. Okay, there we go. No hunters not count towards rift reduction. They do not. They do not.
More enemies on the way.
As by design. Okay. Right, they do 0 damage. Dying also does not take away any rift points. Oh. We were supposed to look for sappers, but I don't see them, so never mind. I was thinking about moving these cades up to that wall and then down off the other side, so that way everything within like the meat of the kill box gets hit by the saw blade, but I really expected Fire Lords to come out, and that would kind of ruin the setup. It'd really shorten their trip, but they haven't come out yet, so they just must not be in the game or in this level anymore. Wraith healers are pretty annoying. The heal they put on enemies is actually a heal that stays on them whether they take damage or not, so barricades are OP. That's why I usually bring them in every map, even on maps that you don't really have too much of a use for them. But the idea behind this is Stone Staff and Acid put together could make these guys melt to headshots and ballista shots, and it really is working. So I am under the impression that both Brittle and Acid affect the same target and cause lots of extra physical damage, is my impression.
More enemies on the way.
Okay, sappers. Got him. Oh. You need to sleep here for the TNT archer. And then that's what his sleep is for. Ah, he attacked the barricade. No. Alright, we do need to rest again and stand up on this ledge and do this. Do this. Pop that. Pop that. Pop that. Stone him again. Need them to not make it through. Stone on that side. Try and get this Armored Ogre dead. The range on this thing is beautiful. Yes. Alright, we'll rest for a second. We'll do this. Oh. No. No. Okay. Actually, dying is okay. You know why? Because that puts us right back over here. And now we can stun them again. Full mana. I don't know where the Ogre Mage is, and he's going to keep killing me. Map is, yeah, it gives you a lot of heavy guys, and it really causes you to struggle. But, you know, we resurrect over by the rift, and that's kind of where we're killing these guys. So we can always jump off if we need to refresh our mana. But I think right now we're okay. There he is. There's the mage. He's back there. Luckily, we got all this extra damage to kind of support these guys. Oh. Failed at that one, but that's okay. The Ogre Mage is so annoying. There we go. Now they're dead. Dropped a lot of coin, though. That's good. I'm gonna need to put more ceiling damage, I think, on them, but for now, I'm gonna do... we're gonna do that, so we'll do this. Cool. Gotta deal the hand. Oh, how did that saw blade get here? What the heck? That didn't wait, what? How did that saw blade get here? It's not possible. Would have hit the stairs and bounced off. Okay. Just do a stun, then fail, and a backflip, and stun, fail, backflip, repeat. Yeah. I do the backflips, or I do the rest so I don't get targeted and die. So I can stay next to the rift and protect it. And then I sleep so that way the ogres don't go into their charge, because their charge makes them run faster, and I don't want them to run faster. So, yeah. It's a good combo. Just Mr. Moneybags. Those earthlings should be dead. Yeah, we really don't have any group killing power. I was about to say popping power. We don't have any group killing power. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but we got these. There we go. Oh, what? Oh, crap. I didn't see that. So if we were to build around the rift, we'd definitely bring ceiling lasers, and those are a consistent source of damage. Oh yeah, losing this map is going to be a breeze. What we got to do is just take out stuff. Yeah, the problem is the lasers don't reach. Like, the lasers hardly reach. They won't reach from here because those are over this open area. They only reach around the rift. Like, they'll only like go right here from up there, and then they'll go right like here from up there. And that's it. That's all the laser you get. You get like 2 beams because you have to place them, you know, across, and you just don't get a lot of beam space. So we're gonna put more of these acid sprayers over here. And we're gonna put ballista behind them. That, and hopefully enough ballista and acid sprayers is really gonna take care of it. What about one brimstone on the other side of the barricade to help them damage some? You mean over there, on that side where the ogres are coming from? I could, but I'm a little strapped for cash, so we're just gonna try and kill everything in this corridor, and hope that these acid sprayers and stuff are able to take us to victory. I had the same problem in my rift room only run for these guys. They're just so tanky. Yeah, it's definitely brutal. There's no fire elementals though, so it makes it easier than what I had to deal with before. Yeah, it's no walk in the park, you know. Okay, bring back that barrel and that barrel. That's probably what we're gonna have to rely on, is those barrels coming back on our trap reset trinket. I'm walking a little bit. Blast him with damage. Cool. Alright, let's get some more ballista back here. Good. And hopefully that helps us take care of those big guys. Yeah, I thought it may help keep some of the main kill box traps from triggering sooner. The fire elemental is way better than basically no walls. Barely in Stone Trap small map. Than any, yeah. Yeah, the fire elementals added a pretty big difficulty spike. It's still challenging though, just because you get so many big guys and it's hard to deal with them. I wish the brimstone was more powerful, or because then I probably would spend the money to put it on the other side. to damage them a little bit more before they got here. But the bulk of my damage is really coming from the ballistas on these big guys. So unfortunately, I kind of have to rely on the ballistas quite a bit. Which, if I spam enough of them with the acid sprayer and the brittle effect on the stone staff, I think we'll be okay. The other floor traps are just there to help take care of small guys. I think one of the problems with having a bunch of big guys is you don't get your kill streaks, and your kill streaks is what give you coin during the late waves of endless. These sarcastic fire elementals are easy if you can actually place decent traps. Yeah, well, you don't get that space here. They don't give you the space. But yeah, you're right. They are relatively easy. When I did this on the riff room only, okay, we got some sappers here, and they're dead. So that's good. This time we didn't try and take out the. Yeah, I guess that's one of the annoying things about gnolls is they cause your traps to go on cooldown. Yeah, if we had a lot of cash, I definitely would put more traps on the other side to weaken them up, but nothing over there is going to kill them, so. But yeah, we really can't do that. I wish I could put, if I should have one wall blade, or one of these saw blade launchers, which, now that I know it's only sappers, I would have built my kill blocks differently. And I would have led everything to kind of, I would have put that as towards the end, and I would have wrapped everyone else around it. Then I would have done it, and then it would have been easier. I mean, it is helping my damage output overall, but really all I needed to do was bring the arcane ballista instead of the physical damage ballista, and this would and fire tar, and I would have been fine. But again, I brought arcane tar expecting fire elementals, and I built the kill blocks expecting fire elementals, and I didn't get them, so this could definitely be a lot more efficient. And then I would do acid with or I wouldn't do acid, I would do freeze. So that way everything would stay, stick around longer. But that's okay. We've beaten it either way. It's just easier if you take them over to that wall, because you can actually take them like all the way around that, because that is that's pretty wide. So you can kate up to that corner and kate up to that corner and back down, and they'll essentially walk around that section, triggering all those traps. And then you can build from this rift out to that middle section and back down around the other side. Alright, this is going to be another boom barrel level, I think. So let's wait till this ogre gets closer. Carpet bombing strat when you played the scramble would have been really good. With the boom barrels up on there. Yeah, if I could route everything over there, I'd bring boom barrels too. Which I know I can, I just didn't because I thought they were gonna have tougher enemies that would ruin my chances. But yeah, you're right. Looks like I'm getting stuck over there in that corner. So that's pretty unique. I can tell I'm doing like a lot of bonus damage with this acid, so it's worth it somewhat to bring. Okay. Get some more ballistas here.
More enemies on the way.
Last wave. Yeah, this could have been so much easier. I didn't play it like it could have been easier, so it's fine. I didn't even use my got preset. There we go. Skadoosh, skadoosh, skadoosh. 20 bags down. Okay. Get some better tech that will prevent pickles. Are there too many pixels? Yeah, I don't, I know, I've been growing like crazy, man. I'm growing like crazy, dude. Like, I think I started a month and a half ago with, maybe 100 subs. And, most of them I knew, or they liked my, like, early Orcs Must Die content. Maybe some of my other content. I did some Bloons Tower Defense, co-op as well, that I think was enjoyed. Yeah, so what I would have done is like built here and then built up like this, and then down like on this side, I guess. And this, you know, this has a trigger range that's pretty long. So they would run in front of it and trigger it, and then it'll keep going. And that'll help kind of shred all the big guys as they get through. But I digress. Didn't have it often, but small pixelation, it's always happening, and it's always there. Oh. Kind of looks that way for my on my recording software as well. Maybe it's the graphic settings. I have them on high instead of ultra, but I know that YouTube has to render everything as it goes up, so maybe it's my upload speed. Could be that. Could be YouTube kind of like reaching its maximum. All right, so that was the basement. Yeah, pretty easy, I guess.